What's up, guys? Welcome back to Snapshot Takes Football Podcast. I'm your host, Javi.
It's your boy Diego.
Pretty good weekend of football.
Interesting weekend. Finally got club football back. International break. Champions League back.
Oh yeah, Champions League week is back. But let's go ahead and get started with our normals and start out with the Premier League, I could say. Liverpool still in first place. Difficult game against Burnley.
Yeah, difficult game for sure. I would say. Very very defensive.
And they didn't
Man,
go. They didn't go there to play football. They didn't go there to play football. I kid you not. They're playing a 5-5-0.
when you're a bottom five team competing against the reigning champions, what are you supposed to do? Especially with a team that can't spend like Liverpool. It's not that they were, in my opinion, that's not their tactics. It's just that they don't have the players to compete with a team like Liverpool.
Agreed. I don't like the fact that there's a lot of out there saying that Burnley should have got the tie.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a penalty. It's everybody has different styles of play, and like I said, bottom five teams potentially could be in relegation battle. Those ties are the ones that keep you up at the end of the season. I do see the debate for they should have ended up in tie, but at the same time, I see why Liverpool should have gone away with the 3 points. They attacked so much.
The way the game started was really funny with Kirkis,
Oh yeah,
the new left back
left back. Yeah,
for Liverpool. He went into the box and quote unquote say he felt like someone put pressure on him, but he definitely dived and he was immediately substituted out in the 38th minute. My slot came out after the game and said, I literally took him out because he had got a yellow from diving. That's hilarious right there. And Robertson came in and actually played a really good game. I had to give it to him.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's proven. Like
Oh yeah.
he's been there for years.
Yes.
He knows those types of games, especially attacking wise. Maybe defensively might not be the best as he once was, but still great. He could whip that ball in. He could.
Yeah,
He's
most
always good at
definitely.
that.
Also, the Burnley player that got a red card over two yellows, that's the same player that got the first yellow from that tag on McAllister.
That was a terrible tackle.
But there is a lot of people saying that should have been a red. But if you see the video, McAllister also goes in, jumping with both feet. So I kind of understand why it was a yellow, but I do understand still why people think it should have been a red because that was a really tough tackle.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time McAllister suffers tackles like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, McAllister always goes in with that two-footed stud though.
Is that Argentina?
If you watch him a lot, him and Enzo love doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but yeah, it was bad. Have they said anything about his injury? Or is he injured or just a knock?
No, I believe it was just a knock.
Okay, because he's been battling some hamstring injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It's tough. There's multiple injuries piling up. Get Salah to two total goals in the Prem so far.
I believe so. Two total goals.
Both
And
penalties. Both penalties.
I think so. It's been a hard start for Liverpool.
Yeah, for sure.
They've gotten their wins in, but it's been tough.
I want to see when Isak finally gets into that role. I want to see how that plays out. It's still, for me, last episode I explained how that left side is still kind of iffy. No left winger, but I'm sure they'll adapt.
Pretty sure they'll make it work. The amount of quality that's in the midfield, and then now with two star strikers, you still got Salah.
What a game from Gravenberch.
Honestly, Gravenberch he's so underrated. He's so underrated.
Yeah.
Honestly, what a game. He got man of the match.
Yeah,
that
pretty
game
good.
as well.
He was doing his thing in the midfield.
With Salah making that penalty, scoring that goal, he actually becomes the fourth all-time goal scorer in the Prem with 188 goals.
Very underrated.
Gotta
People
give him
don't
his
give
flowers.
him. Yeah, people don't give him his flowers. You know he's a penalty merchant, but
Burnley played defense the entire game. It was terrible. But at the end of the day, Liverpool got their 3 points and they go on with their next game with Atletico de Madrid on Wednesday.
Yep, and the Premier will be against Everton.
Two teams that like to play defensive as well. So Liverpool has it set up for them, honestly.
I feel like Wednesday it'll be a tough tough game, especially because Atletico will show out. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Yeah, we'll get to Atletico later.
Um,
Moving on to second place, which is Arsenal. They won 3-0 to Nottingham.
yep, good game from Arsenal.
Good game from Zubimendi.
Yeah, Zubimendi. That was
He scored 2 goals in one game and scored 2 goals in the entirety of last season in La Liga for Real Sociedad.
Gyökeres finding the back of the net again.
Assisted by Eder as well.
Yeah.
Front three in Arsenal is clicking, honestly. It's doing.
Yeah, they're
good.
finally starting to, I guess, adapt. You know, it's a tough challenge, especially after the past few seasons under Arteta. They never really had a true number 9. Now that they do, and they're finally understanding that he's a behind the defense type of player.
They're finally understanding his style of play.
Especially with Odegaard. Unfortunately, he came off injured again, hurting his shoulder.
Yeah.
But they played really well. Gyökeres has 3 goals now, 2 behind the top scorer, Haaland. Pretty good from Arsenal. They're maintaining themselves.
What's the name? The right winger, Matchday?
Yeah, Noni.
Yeah, it showed that he is something. You know.
I feel like at Chelsea he didn't have that type of role. Just because
he didn't have the opportunity to play the way he wanted to play.
Yeah,
honestly.
Especially Chelsea doesn't have that DNA. Past seasons they were still trying to find themselves, and are coming to Arsenal team that is already set up the way Arteta wants to play, fits right in, and he's looking pretty solid. Eze looks really good. I want to see when they finally get Saka back and Odegaard healthy, fully healthy, with Gyökeres up top is going to be scary because last game against Liverpool, they showed when he came on, they really showed threat as well. But yeah, pretty good game, 3-0, comfortable win for them.
Yeah, that first goal was Zubimendi. I don't know if you saw it, but that goal was a banger.
Yeah, he scored 2 nice goals. Well, the second one was a header, right?
The second one was a header that came from a set piece, of course. But the first goal was definitely a banger. It was like I believe it was a volley from right outside the box.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
If I'm not mistaken. Arsenal's next game coming up is against Athletic Bilbao on Tuesday. I see them winning that game, honestly.
Yeah. We'll get to Bilbao.
We'll get to it.
Next game in the Prem is against Manchester City.
I love seeing Arsenal versus City.
Yeah, it's almost like 2 Spanish teams playing against each other. It's like very, honestly. But 2 top teams. It's like,
and honestly, because it's Pep and
Arteta is 2 play. Well, they're Spanish, both of them, and
they used to work together. Yeah, that's the best part.
And so they know how to control the ball. They love playing out from the back. They're not typical number 9 as well. They both have not almost, but identical type playing style forwards now. So it's gonna be a pretty good game.
It seems like everyone's trying to get a striker like Haaland nowadays.
When you see his stats, it's crazy. You see he just tied Drogba for whatever Drogba's goal tally. I don't have it right now, but he tied it up in like 100 less games. Haaland is.
He knows how to find the back of the net.
He might have more goals than games played, actually.
I would not doubt it.
Moving on to City as well, another little stat. They versed Man United, and actually, Man United just turned into Haaland's favorite victim.
I saw. Yeah, no, that Manchester derby was...
It was another...
unfortunate for United.
Yeah.
But definitely put a statement for City, a struggling Man United. But then again, Man United has been struggling for I don't know how long now.
No, yeah, United has been struggling for a good minute. It seems like they have their ups and downs.
And Mbeumo?
Yeah.
He's the only one that tried to score.
Yeah.
The only one.
That midfield was completely lost.
Bruno wasn't there.
Yeah, Bruno was...
I'm sorry, but like you said in the last video, they have him playing so deep. And it was so bad for him. The role he plays nowadays I don't like the way he is set up. And it seemed like Man United just had one goal. You know, their main objective is to get the ball on the outskirts of the box and try to cross it in. Yeah. Like a little long pass. I kid you not, they tried it like 5 times.
Yeah, and especially with Manchester City coming in so quick.
The pressure that Man City put on United was, you couldn't deal with it.
Especially with Rodri coming back, it's like I feel like that's the main reason you didn't see United's midfield. Like,
well, Rodri didn't.
I
He
feel
didn't play
like
that good, but it is nice to see him back. Obviously, he's a bit rusty. He's been out for so long.
yeah, but I feel like he's just I don't know how to explain it, but when players are used to those type of games, it just they adapt and they control the midfield so nice.
Yeah,
Him, Reinders, it was nice. That midfield really controlled the game. It was whatever they wanted.
yeah,
Foden finally got back on the score sheet.
yeah. Man, Foden played really nice that game. He
Yeah,
played really nice. It was a goal from Foden and then 2 goals from Holland.
yep, 2 goals
Yeah,
from
Holland
Holland.
honestly could have had like 4 goals.
That first goal, the chip, so
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, no, that
It's
was nice.
Holland just it's you saw that Yodo said before the game that he's not scared of Haaland because he only touches the ball twice during the game,
That's
but
all he needs.
he put two past you. Like
That's all he needs.
it's crazy. Like Haaland just has that.
That man's a robot.
Like he maybe he might not be the most.
He's not technical. He's not a technical
Yeah,
player. He's
like
just, I'm gonna get the ball and I'm gonna shoot and I'm gonna score.
yeah,
That's it. And that's honestly all you really need from a striker. You know, there's different profiles when it comes to strikers. You have the the game playing one, the technical one, the one that gives most assists and anything, and then you have the clinical, arrogant striker, which is Holland. And you can't get mad at that. You know, a
yeah,
striker is there to be arrogant. That's their main job to score. You know, and it just got to a point where United had no motivation.
yeah.
They had no motivation going forward. I don't know. I think it was Holland's second goal where they had broke through Man U, and he was alone. The entire Man U he had it all to himself.
It was crazy though as well. The first goal, Doku like did a little hesitation move, then ran into the box, but
Was it
nobody
the first?
followed him.
Yeah,
And then he centered it and Foden
yeah.
headed it
The
in.
the first goal was when Doku broke Luke Shaw. No,
Yeah, but I wouldn't say Luke Shaw stood still.
what do you think about Kobe Mainoo?
Honestly,
He finally got some playing time. He showed that he definitely deserves it.
yeah, but I feel like it's such a tough game. I feel like you could tell he wanted it more than the other players because the other players were already unmotivated.
Right.
And Kobe Minu has more than just the score sheet to be played. He's playing for his minutes right now. He knows that every minute is crucial. So of course, but I do agree. Like he should definitely be starting at least playing at least one half
Yeah,
per
definitely.
game.
I don't like the fact that Amarin says that he can't play Bruno and Kobe
I,
at the same
I feel
time.
like if they're your best players, you have to play them together.
You have to
You
find
have
a
to
way.
adapt. Like
Unless they can't play together, but as you could tell, they could.
yeah,
It's definitely possible. And if you are a professional player, you make
you'll
it
adapt.
happen.
Yeah,
Amarin has the worst win percentage from any Man U coach. He has a 36.17. Comparing that to Ten Hag, who had a 54.69% win rate.
that's terrible.
That's sad. That's
That's terrible.
sad. We're talking about ending that topic right there with Manchester City's next game. They face Napoli at home. KDB's coming back,
KDB's homecoming. He's
yeah.
coming home.
And United next game is against Chelsea on
Chelsea.
Saturday,
Yeah.
home as well.
Gonna be man, I feel bad for Amorim. His percentage is gonna go even worse.
After the Chelsea game, definitely. Crystal Palace versus Sunderland, they drew 0-0.
No, not much to say there, honestly.
Yeah, no, Crystal Palace took a lot of shots, but the goalkeeper from Sunderland actually did really good. He had 6 important saves, and Crystal Palace becomes actually now has 10 games unbeaten for the first time in history in the Premier League and 15 in all competitions.
Yeah.
So Glasner is
Definitely
doing
doing
a
good.
great job,
Especially-
even without Izzy.
Yeah, especially with center back Gilly, great thing he didn't go to Liverpool. He's holding that back line down. What you think?
I mean, he's playing great.
Nah, but yeah, you could tell Eze's gone. That flare up top is not. That was Eze's team.
Yeah, no, that was my next question. How do you think Eze leaving is gonna impact Crystal Palace? Because now without him, I definitely feel like there's a huge void in the attack.
Yeah, definitely. It's tough when you have a player is so talented. You see what he's doing at Arsenal already, making a good impact.
Already fitting in.
Yeah, so you definitely are gonna miss him. your main threat, your main not goal scorer. I wouldn't say he's a great goal scorer, but
He's
he's a
good at
provider.
contributing.
He does the little stuff very well and gets the ball upfield, takes on players. He's that player that isn't going to give up, and when you lose a player like that, it's tough.
Everton, who's in sixth place, they played Aston Villa, also drew 0-0. And Everton, honestly, they were a lot more dominant, shooting more. But the thing is, when you have Debu in goal,
Yeah, he didn't make a
it's-
mistake this week.
yeah,
Nah, yeah, but Everton is looking solid. That video that we didn't upload, I had them as my dark horse. It looks like a very solid team, especially.
That video goes down in the drafts, unfortunately.
But yeah, they're looking really good. You saw Grealish won Player of the Month.
I did.
So
And was that his very first one? I think I heard him say
Yeah,
that was his first
I'm
one.
not too sure. I didn't catch that, but yeah, he's looking great. He's looking like his Aston Villa days.
Oh, he's getting there.
He's looking really solid. Hopefully they keep it up. And Everton's looking good. They're in sixth place. Next game's against Liverpool, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're ready to park the bus as well.
They're playing at Anfield.
I believe they are, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too sure. But Aston Villa, can you believe they're yet to score
Oh yeah, I
in
seen
this
that.
season?
It's crazy.
We got Newcastle versus Wolves. Newcastle won 1-0 with goal from the new guy.
What's his name?
Waltemade?
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Waltemade, I think his name is. That's how you pronounce it.
Isak's replacement.
I believe that was Newcastle's first win of the season so far.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken. Newcastle took a lot of shots, but most of them were off target.
Bound to happen. They have to adapt again. They really didn't want Isak leaving.
Yeah, no, I think they depended too much on Isak staying.
Yeah.
I think it definitely got to them.
It's crazy how this is their first win and they play so well against Liverpool. That game with 10 men. They're always going to fight for those European spots. It's a good team. Next game against they versus Barcelona on Thursday.
They do face Barcelona.
So it's gonna be a good one. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be at Newcastle, St. James Park.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a crazy atmosphere. You saw a couple of years ago how they turned up against PSG.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a real good one.
Yeah. Tottenham played West Ham. They won 3-0, pretty comfortable win. Honestly, the debutants played really good. They actually took the game and put the team on their back.
They really need, in my opinion, Xavi Simons looked really good. I feel like they really need him with Madison out.
He did really good. He gave an assist on a corner.
Yeah, so like I said, you need players like that aren't scared to want the ball, that are actually going forward and know what they want to do with it. Madison's that type of player. I feel like this is a better upgrade though. Xavi Simons is young, and you've seen him with Holland, Netherlands, Leipzig. He's a game changing player, and he's really looking like that. Especially with Solanke, I want to see once he comes back how they'll look, because Simmons is a good player.
Yeah, no, he really is. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the spotlight that I feel like he kind of deserves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that game in general, though, was a very cluttered game, very physical.
Yeah.
That game, I bet it took a toll on a lot of players. And also the other debutant, Kudus?
Kudus?
Yeah. The one from Ghana, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, he debuted as well. And against his former team, if I'm not mistaken. So, and he didn't get the warmest of welcomes. They were booing him a lot that game.
Yeah, every Prem team, once you leave them, it's like you're the biggest rival.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. Susik or Suk? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Susik got a red card in that game. Terrible tackle. On the 54th minute, got a straight red card.
Did up for Tottenham a bit too.
You saw that assist from Kuti? I don't know if you saw that. It was a beautiful over the top ball. Beautiful for Bergwijn, that kid. Van de Ven scored.
Van de Ven.
One of your favorite defenders.
He's so good, man. He just can't stay healthy. It sucks.
Yeah, but
they're looking really good. Tottenham. They're in third place, 7 points.
Yeah, and their next match is against Villarreal.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Every game's gonna be a good one.
You just gotta love ball, man. You just gotta love ball.
But they will be home on Tuesday to face them. End it with Chelsea versus Brentford. 3-3 game
That was the best game in my opinion
of this match week.
yeah, match week 4.
Cole Palmer got a goal.
Just coming on as well.
Yeah.
He's been injured. He came on, beautiful
tie the
goal,
game.
beautiful goal. He tied the game. Then Garnacho made his debut. It looked like he didn't get the assist, but he kind of influenced in that Caicedo goal. What a beauty by Caicedo.
That goal was nice.
What a player, man. What a
That
player.
goal was nice.
You gotta love Caicedo, man.
He's been solid.
He's so physical.
If you see his ratings for the past couple games, all in the green.
He's so physical, man. He's like elastic, man, in my opinion, because he sometimes he goes into those challenges and I don't know how he comes out without breaking anything. But he's so physical, great player. It's crazy how he plays, especially coming off of playing 2 big games of South American qualifier.
Honestly,
Like, it doesn't take
those South American qualifiers are nothing to mess around with, honestly. And the fact that they have to travel back long hours as well and coming to play right back into the starting 11, it's really impressive. It's not. I don't think it's safe for them, but they somehow pull it off. I mean, these players are playing 2 to 3 games a week.
So yeah, another beauty from both Chelsea goals were actually beautiful.
Yeah.
And then
there was
Chelsea.
There was controversy on Brentford's second goal. I don't know if you saw that. Some people are saying offside. Some people are saying there's a foul in the box.
But I mean, at the end of the day, VAR is always going to be there. Either you agree with it, disagree with it. It's always going to go slightly your way or slightly another way. I guess you can never get them right. But yeah, they tied up. They got the game ended a draw in the last minutes. I feel like this is what Chelsea's missing, like that maturity to understand games like those, because at the end of the day,
the game isn't all attack.
Yeah, those 2 games, those 2 points at the end of the season could mean the league
a lot. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, especially when you think, I feel like they already were so confident that they had it in the bag because they kept attacking and attacking that they really thought they had the win in the bag. But
yeah, no, you can't attack and just expect the other team not to attack at one point.
And I feel like especially their back line isn't really the best.
Yeah, there's not a lot of intensity or nobody really pushing to go back
I feel like they're
as fast as they should.
Their defenders are there for the vibes.
It's
just Reece James. Honestly, Reece James is the one that looks like he's got that dog in him. I guess that defense properly. Next game is against, you already said it, United.
But Chelsea faced Bayern
in the Champions League. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good game. Man, they're all good games, man. I keep saying the same thing, but man, the Champions League is back, man. I can't wait.
Honestly, dude, it's gonna be Bayern's home on Wednesday. It's gonna be a really good game. Bayern's playing good.
Who you going for?
I'm non-biased here. But I do think
2012 Champions League revenge game.
I think Bayern got it, but the thing is, with Premier League experience, you can never count Chelsea out.
That midfield, man. I keep saying it, Enzo and Caicedo are crazy, man.
And that's actually what Bayern is lacking.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And then Enzo he drops back, but he attacks. He's almost like a false center forward. I don't know. He goes so deep, and then he goes up top.
Bro's in the made-up position.
Yeah, man. He's everywhere. I love that midfield duo, man.
So in the top 4, we do have it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Bournemouth, and Chelsea is trailing in 5th. Yep. Really good match week for the Premier League.
Where's City at?
8th.
City.
Where's Man U at? Let me scroll down a little bit. 14th.
They're better than last season.
One position away.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's still a long season, so
we'll see. Now we move over to La Liga. I think we spoke everything on Premier League, I'd say. So Barcelona whooping 6-0 to Valencia. That's like their favorite opponent now. They won last season 5-0, if I'm not mistaken.
It's because Valencia has dropped levels so many. It's not that same team that used to compete for Europa League, used to compete to get a spot in the Champions League. They've dropped so much because of their controversially is their owner's fault. I see a lot of problems through them, but Barcelona masterclass.
See, and they didn't start off with the original starting lineup. I don't know if you noticed that. No Lamine Yamal, because the whole issue, the whole drama was about Lamine Yamal, they gave him painkiller, and they didn't tell Barcelona, so he had to sit out for this
It's crazy
one.
how his Fleek was really mad. You could tell, but it's interesting how like
It's a reasonable crash out, if you ask me.
of course Barcelona is that's you could tell he's their now star and then their future star, and Spain should look at it the same way. They should
Honestly,
try to take care of him, especially what they went 6-0 against Turkey, and what was the other game? Can't recall at the top of my head, but both were comfortable wins for them, and they're over here forcing him. I wouldn't say forcing him, but giving him medication to play when he's not
yeah,
at
there's no
100%.
necessity. It was kind of like
Yeah,
with the whole situation with Gavi as well.
yeah. Which he picked up another injury. Yep.
But it's really sad, honestly. I feel like Spain doesn't really take care of their players.
I wouldn't say that. I just feel like there's a lot of games as well. They want to qualify as soon as possible. I understand it, but at the same time, I disagree with it. But yeah, back to Barcelona.
Yeah,
They won 6-0 as well as, like you said, unusual lineup.
the
No
brace game.
Rafinha. No Rafinha. Flick is standing strong on that law, man. Say you
So
arrive late, you're benched.
right now, supposedly Flick, I forgot where I saw this at, but supposedly Flick came on and said it was a technical decision
Before the game, they all said that it was
that because
because
you arrived late to
yeah. So
training.
I don't know what to believe. But did you see as well that he said this is how they wanted to play with no ego? What if it's Lamine Yamal? Yeah, but yeah, 6-0, 2 goals from Fermin.
It was a brace game.
Yeah,
For me, starting for me, man, the match he played amazing.
yeah,
Well,
great game.
his first goal, I believe, was the crazy banger. Rafinha and
The,
Lewandowski coming in as subs,
the,
scoring
the
braces.
first goal was on the like a through ball. That was a good play. Ferran played him in. He hit it from the
Oh,
side.
yeah, yeah,
Inside the foot. The second one was the banger, the left footed.
yeah.
It's crazy, man. It was a shot. It was 2 from Lewa, right?
Two from Lewa.
Lewa.
Also coming in as a sub and coming back from injury.
Yeah. Good.
And he looks sharper than ever. That man looked like he wants to fight for his spot again. Even though they said
He's
rumor has it that they're not gonna renew
yeah. I
his
mean, he's
contract.
going up in age. You could tell he's slowing down. Last season, I could say the same thing. Like he started off strong, and then he had a little drop off, then got hurt. Ferran, he
He played
misses too
good,
much.
but he missed a good amount of
Yeah, he
easy goals.
misses.
He could have definitely had one or two as well.
Yeah, he misses a lot of chances.
Rashford,
Radford had his like
he had
highlights,
his
but
he had the ups and downs in the game itself.
yeah, he has
He
to.
did end up with an assist,
He has to
but
polish it. He has to
yeah.
polish it a lot. A lot of little balls that he lost. simple simple balls that he lost.
Right.
This guy is unserious, man.
You the one who started laughing. What do you think about the kid Rooney?
Rooney, yeah, it's too little bit of time to tell.
Right.
Like,
I understand his frustration when he's in the game. I don't know if you noticed, but he tried taking a lot of shots. Every chance he had, he would try to take a shot.
I mean,
And I understand because he wants to prove that he deserves to be on that team because his position is already hard enough to say. I mean, you're competing with Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, who can play in that position as well.
yeah, he's
It's
gonna
tough.
be. He's going to be a rotation player. You can't compete, especially with such a young age. I guess you could say the same
Look who he's
thing.
competing with.
You could say Lamine, but Lamine.
Yeah.
He's rare. But another great game from Pedri as well.
Pedri masterclass every game that he plays. Mark Bernard came in.
Yeah, I did see after that ACL injury last
coming
year.
back after 383 days. And he also got an assist
Yeah,
for Lewandowski's second goal.
yeah.
So,
That was a nice goal too.
yeah. But overall, dominant performance from Barcelona.
Nope,
I
second
think
place, 10
that,
points.
yeah, I think they needed that win. And
Yeah, of course.
they proved that win in fashion
Yep.
as they needed to, comparing that to last game.
Yep. Next game is against Newcastle, like we said. It's gonna be a good game. I feel like it's gonna be it's gonna be more of a tactical game, especially because how the Premier League teams play.
It's gonna be a real physical game.
Yeah, real physical, real counter attacking from Newcastle. Especially Barcelona love to control the game, have the ball at their feet.
And
so,
pressure.
yeah, so gonna be a good game. I'm ready to see that atmosphere because I'm sure it's gonna be rocking.
Moving on to the next game, Real Madrid. Real Madrid beat Real Sociedad 2-1.
What a killer, man! Mbappe.
Mbappe.
That man is
that first goal came actually from a bad
I seen it, but
pass back from Sociedad, but he's so fast.
He's so fast, man. He almost beat two players basically.
Yeah,
like
no.
once he takes that first step, you're looking at the back of his jersey. You got to grab him or something. But yeah, what a player, man. He's top scorer. He's looking great. He's looking real precise.
4 goals, 1 assist in 4 games.
Ballon d'Or season?
It might be.
It all depends on what Madrid do. Definitely holding them up. The main reason they're in first place. They're looking sharper.
They definitely
especially with the new tactics and all that. So they're definitely looking way better than last season, I would say.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how they won that game because they definitely showed a lot of resilience. Honestly, they did have a penalty against them.
Yeah.
Danny Carvajal trying to play goalkeeper. He got a red card.
Yeah, in the first half.
Really controversial. Yes, in the 30th minute.
Yep.
Very controversial because there was contact. From my perspective, I couldn't really tell if he was the last man or not. He was definitely intercepting that opportunity for them to score a goal, but I don't know if it was a red card. And there was no VAR check to that.
Yeah, it's crazy how
there was no VAR check to that. And that because of that, it already caused issues in the very beginning of the season with Real Madrid and Tebas and the referee and the
they're gonna take them to court and all this.
Like we're starting all this again in the very beginning of the season.
It's like they're favoring Barcelona. Last week 2 weeks ago there was no VAR for that penalty.
No, it seems like now that Real Madrid started talking about the referee, now everything looks like it's gonna be in favor of Barcelona.
All jokes, by the way. I don't know.
Goulet scored a goal.
Yep.
And a 40th minute assist from Mbappe. Now, Goulet seems to be playing more crucial role than he was compared to last season.
I seen Alonso said in a press conference that he wants to use him more because he sees him as that player that
he's very versatile.
Yeah, he could play. He's that creator. But it's gonna be interesting, especially now with Jude coming back.
Yeah,
Jude is finally in training.
He'll be back for the Champions League.
It's crazy how he recovered a couple months before his actual return date.
It seems like that's the case with every Real Madrid player.
Yeah, I wonder what they're using over there.
Talk about that. They actually received a doping test during practice, which caused them to delay practice by an hour. I think I saw, which was really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't.
Talking about what they gave Bellingham to recover so fast.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but so Real Sociedad did get a penalty in the 50th minute, which was scored by Oyarzabal.
Yep, that's correct. Good job.
Thank you, Dave. They could have tied the game. Honestly, they were attacking a lot more than Real Madrid was.
Yeah, Madrid just knew how to play the game. I don't know if you've seen Mbappe's mom. She was in an interview and she said they were criticizing him over not dropping back. And she said, my son hasn't dropped back since he was 4 years old.
I didn't see that.
It's funny how he had to actually drop back this game. You could tell he was putting in a little bit more effort than usual.
Oh, man.
But yeah, it's just what a coincidence.
Oh, man, I didn't see that. But to end that topic, Real Madrid do have Champions League coming up versus Marseille, who is 7th league at the moment. 2 wins, 2 losses.
It's not going to be a challenge for them.
Yeah, honestly, that game is on Tuesday, and I see Real Madrid just cruising.
Yeah,
on that game, and you know how Vinny loves Champions League games. So. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Moving on to Athletic Club, who is in 4th place. They actually lost to Alaves.
I think that.
Yeah, this is their second loss in a row. Not looking good. They lost their first one to Osasuna. But unfortunately, they lost this game by an own goal.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But it was a really even game. I'd say they're both attacking. And if you look at the stats, they're kind of pretty even.
Still honestly. 9 points. Only 3 behind Madrid.
Yeah. But talking about Athletic Bilbao, their next game is against Arsenal on Tuesday. So really, really tough game there, I'd say. But both play kind of the same style.
I feel like Arsenal is just it's gonna be a comfortable win for them, especially.
Yeah, I think Nico Williams is injured at the moment.
Really?
I think so. So that says all you need to know.
Yeah, no, he's He's their spark. He's their creator.
There's
Like
a
I
reason
said.
why they held on to him.
Yeah, gave him the 10. See Arsenal controlling that game. That midfield is playing really nice, real defensive. They know how to control the game. It's going to be interesting. Maybe I don't know how long Odegaard is going to be out. I think they still have the
Arsenal got it in the
firepower
bag.
without it.
Without Saka, if he is back or not, the team is playing really solid at the moment. Moving on to Atletico de Madrid, they finally won a game.
I got that prediction wrong.
2-0 against Villarreal. So that is their first win of the season after 3 games.
It's crazy.
So they finally won on their fourth.
They needed one more signing.
I guess so.
Nico Gonzalez, which he scored on his debut.
Another bad pass back that causes Julian to get the ball and give the assist to Pablo Barrios, which I said in the last video that Atletico would have to depend on Barrios, and mira, he scored. He scored actually in the 9th minute. Nico Gonzalez does start on his debut, scored a header in the 52nd minute by a cross by Schlichten.
It's crazy because with Argentina, he seems like he could never finish. Like, he has so many chances, never finish.
He'd be nervous in Argentina. But Atletico Madrid, there's not much to talk about there. They're still struggling, but they did play a lot better this game, honestly. Their next game is against Liverpool on Wednesday.
How do you see that?
I think they're going to park the bus.
You think so? I don't think it'll be like that. Especially what I said last video. I feel like these are new players and they're not. It seems like their DNA is not to park the bus, but at the same time,
they're gonna try to prove a point.
I feel like they should try to attack more than they usually do. Especially, I feel like Atletico, when it comes to the big games like round of 16 and beyond, that's when they play real defensive, especially away. But I feel like this is the group stage. Why not try it out? If you lose a game, you still have, 9 games they each play?
I think so.
It's insane. So, and they have so many possibilities. Why not try it to see how good your team really is attacking wise? If they do end up pulling a surprise, Simeone is going to be the main reason, because I keep saying that the way he drops back and that left wing for Liverpool isn't really, in my eyes, is not that great. So I think if they do it, Atletico does attack, I think it should be through that side.
Right. No, yeah, I feel like Atletico Madrid, though, their main struggle is going to be the whole physical part of it all. Honestly, just because, like how we were talking about earlier, Gravenberch very dominant in that midfield, and honestly, even if Kirk is struggling as a left back, it's still going to be a physical matchup.
Yeah,
and I also want to see the way Nico Gonzalez is going to play that game as well.
It seems like English teams always struggle a little bit more with La Liga teams just because of the tactics La Liga uses. But like we said, Atletico plays real defensive. They're not your Madrid. They're not your Barca. Bilbao touches the ball a bit more than them. Well, we'll see. It's going to be... I think that's the best Champions League game of the first round.
With that being said, we can move on to Serie A. Start off with Juventus versus Inter. What a game that was. Juventus ended up winning 4-3 against Inter by a game-winning goal from the debutant.
It was a beauty.
2 goals from one of your favorite players. Banger from Yildiz, and goals from both the Thuram brothers.
Marcos Thuram is actually top scorer. He's been on one, but it seems like Inter, as you pointed last week, they're struggling.
Yeah, definitely. They just look iffy. I'm telling you, they just look iffy.
Is it how many games they've played? What do you think?
They play good. They're just not. They're not there yet. It's like they just haven't woken up.
Yeah.
Because they could definitely do better.
Yeah.
They just don't do it.
It could also be they changed their coach. Sagi is no longer there, so there's new tactics. Everything takes a while to get used to. Especially Serie A is really defensive, tactical league.
Yeah.
So
Juventus' next game is in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund. They face in Germany on Tuesday. I think that game...
It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I think Juventus wins it, though.
That thing going to end up in a draw.
It probably
Both teams aren't doing great. Both teams aren't doing bad.
Juventus is almost at the top of the table, if I'm not mistaken.
They're like second place. 3
wins. 9 points.
Yeah.
The same as Napoli.
Yeah.
I think Juventus is actually back. I like how they're looking.
I hope they're back. They were such a dominant team.
Yeah, they dropped off the last few years.
Yeah.
They gave the baton to Inter.
Next game for Inter is against Ajax. No way. I think Inter wins that game. That's gonna be on Wednesday. Napoli, they face Fiorentina. Comfortable 3-1 game, I'd say. Kevin De Bruyne scored a penalty in the 6th minute. The Manchester United striker Reject scored on his debut.
What's his name? Hoyland?
I can't pronounce it. Sorry.
No, yeah, Hoyland. I seen he scored. Is it a United thing?
It's a United thing.
McTominay?
I'm convinced it's a Manchester United thing. Next game is against City on Thursday.
Like we said, De Bruyne's homecoming. They better give him a nice little homage, man. A nice
I
little
think
tifo.
so. AC Milan, they won 1-0 against Bologna. Luka Modric scored his first goal for AC Milan, and as you saw his celebration, it looked like it meant something to him.
Yeah, I mean,
age is nothing but a number.
Yeah, but especially so many years at Madrid and change of scenery. Yeah, so he still has his moments, man. Like you could tell the game. Maybe he slowed down a bit, but the game hasn't left him. Like they say, your form is temporary, but class is permanent, and Modric shows that, man.
Yeah, physical game. There was controversy on the penalty for Milan. Milan's coach actually ended up getting a red card for complaining about it. Really tough game for everybody. But that ends Serie A. Go ahead and move over to the Bundesliga and start off.
No topic here, man. Bayern Munich.
Comfortable win. I feel like we're gonna say that every week.
It's because they look so good, man.
I don't even know if we should even bother talking about Bayern Munich.
Man, that Chelsea game is gonna be so good.
Olise is gonna try to punish Chelsea that game, considering the fact that he already has that experience in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, same thing for all three of them up front. They all got Premier League experience.
Yeah.
They know what it takes. I say the best game of the Bundesliga this weekend was definitely Leverkusen versus Frankfurt. Very good game. 2 free kick goals from Grimaldo. I believe their next game against Copenhagen. So
finally back. Yeah. After the second Ten Hag.
Versus Dortmund won 2-0. If I'm not mistaken, they're second place, 7 points. Their next match, as we talked about earlier, is against Juventus on Tuesday.
Champions League, anything happens, especially when that yellow wall is up, man.
What an atmosphere.
It's hard not to transform that atmosphere into more intensity. When you have that atmosphere behind you, man, it's like it gives you a boost.
It definitely motivates the players.
I can't predict that one because it's tricky. It's going to be a 1-goal difference or a tie, yeah.
Ligue 1, there's nothing really interesting going on. PSG won 2-0.
They have an injury crisis, though.
Yeah, I saw.
Dembele, Doué, Kvaratskhelia.
So that's it for Ligue 1. That's it for the top 5 leagues. If you do want to move over to the Champions League now to see the fixtures, on the first day of the Champions League, we do have Athletic Bilbao versus Arsenal. I think Arsenal take that one.
Athletic Bilbao versus Arsenal. Yeah, I think it's comfortable for Arsenal.
Yeah, honestly. Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund. I do think that game ends in a draw, unfortunately. I would favor more Juventus because I would agree with you that they are somewhat back. They got interesting talent coming up, but I do think that game ends in a draw. Real Madrid versus Marseille. I think Real Madrid just cruise on that one.
Is their competition?
Condor versus Villarreal.
That's going to be a really good one.
That's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
I actually think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It'll end up like a 2-2 draw, 3-2 type game. That's just the vibes I get from it.
I got you. No, I think it'll be like a 1-0 game, if anything. I'm going to go in favor of Tottenham on this one.
I don't know, man. Tottenham do the Tottenham. You'll see. If you watch them, man, them on the counter is crazy how much speed they got. They're a high scoring team. Unfortunately, they couldn't do it this weekend, but
no, I think this weekend though it was just bad for them. They just did a lot of mistakes.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure they'll lock in for the Champions League.
Yeah, so it's gonna be real good. Where are they playing that?
That I'm not too sure. I'd have to pop it up on this screen right here. But moving on to the next date of Champions League, which will be Wednesday, starting off with Ajax versus Inter. I think Inter take that.
Inter should take that.
Yeah, but they're looking shaky. But I do think Inter win that. Bayern Munich versus Chelsea, that's going to be the game to watch. That's going to be the game to watch.
It is, but you also got Liverpool and Atletico Madrid that game. Yeah. You got to put the whole screen on.
I think the Bayern versus Chelsea game is going to be a little bit more interesting though.
I feel like they're both going to attack each other.
A lot.
So it's going to be
Definitely. The Atletico Madrid versus the Liverpool is going to be more on the tactical side.
Yeah, let's see if Joao Pedro could bring them Premier League steps to well, he already did in
He
the
already
Club
did
World
the Club
Cup.
World Cup, yeah.
So let's see if he could do it in the Champions League.
I got Bayern on that one. And if any, I felt like it's going to be like,
It's at home as well, so
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of see Bayern, but
I think Bayern will like 2-1, 3-1.
I think it's closer than that. I could see slim chances of Chelsea time, but that backline doesn't convince me at all, and especially with those wingers, like I said, they have. It's crazy, man. I do see Bayern winning. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. 2-0.
Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. I do think Liverpool win by like slight minimum.
It'll be different. Atletico win 2-1.
I just
feel
think
like this is-
think Liverpool has more intensity in that one to win the game.
Liverpool have struggled a bit this season. I would say, yeah, they're undefeated. They're first
Yeah,
place, but I feel like they've struggled. And I feel like Atletico Madrid, a team that knows how to hold their ground, they know when to defend, but also when they have their sparks, I feel like Liverpool tend to make little mistakes. But yeah, I mean, it could go either way. I'm gonna just be different and say Atletico win 2-0.
I'm gonna definitely disagree with you on that one. But I really do think
I feel like this weekend they didn't struggle, but it's gonna be a great game though. Just to then come back and agree with me that
all right, when we come back to the video on Liverpool game, we're gonna see. We're gonna see PSG versus Atalanta.
I feel like all the injuries PSG have might influence them, especially sometimes they just like last year they ended up being the last team in round of 16. So I don't know. I feel like they might struggle this game, but they still have that midfield that should dominate and they should win. You know, they have crucial players injured. Kvaratskhelia, Adua, and Dembele. That's their front three.
Yeah.
So they might struggle, but they should be able to pull it off.
Fortunately for Atalanta, the team that got them to the Champions League is like,
Disabled.
yeah, it's kind of like not there anymore. It's gonna be. I wouldn't say it's gonna be that much of an interesting game. I still think PSG win. For the last fixtures of the Champions League on Thursday, it would be Manchester City versus Napoli. Donnarumma already starting, having a good debut.
He has some nice saves. I feel like Manchester
Napoli.
City should win this game.
Yeah,
They spend so many millions every summer, and they have Haaland. You can't compare that to Højlund.
yeah. I think
Can't
City take it.
compare.
I think
At least 2-0.
to end it all off, Newcastle versus Barcelona. I think Barcelona take it, even though it's an away game.
No, especially with no Yamal. I feel like they didn't struggle this weekend, but once again, Barcelona have like Valencia has been like their favorite victim lately, the past 2 seasons at least. It's gonna be very tactical. Say that about all the games. Newcastle showed that they could hold it down, even with 10 men at home. Like I said, the atmosphere is going to be rocking. So it's going to be a good game. Barcelona, with all the players they have, they should be able to dominate. That center back pairing is still up in the air. Scubarci and
I don't
anyone's
think
position to take at this point.
I don't think Eric Garcia is going to start that game.
Who?
Eric Garcia. I don't think he's going to be the partnership with Koubarsi, honestly. And I say that just because Newcastle has tall players. So I feel like you'd want to put another tall defensive partner with Koubarsi. I think it's definitely between Christensen and Araujo. But knowing Flick, he's most likely going to go with Araujo to start off.
Yeah.
Which is risky because Araujo, for some reason...
I think Christensen would be the better choice, honestly.
Yeah,
just because he looks more comfortable on the ball.
I agree because Araujo definitely doesn't like to stay in the Champions League. That's just my snapshot take on that one. I think it should be Koubarsi and Christensen on that one.
And they're playing Thursdays again. They're like when they used to play Europa League.
I think Barcelona take that one. Take that one right there.
Tune in, and then we're going to make the comment section full of how he was wrong about that Liverpool game, right?
I guess we'll see. But tune in to the next video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next one.